Hello! We're glad you've chosen to check out Metro as you consider options for your high school education. We'd like to invite you to come in, take a look around, and learn a little more about us to see if we might be a good fit for your educational goals. So, let's get started. Metro is located on the technology campus of The Ohio State University at the corner of Kinney and Kinnear Roads. Our school was created in 2006 through a collaboration with Battelle Memorial Institute, OSU, and the Educational Council, which represents the Franklin County school districts. The main reason? To address an identified need for a more personalized educational experience that better prepares students for success in college in today's competitive job market. As you enter the Metro building, you'll notice it's not your typical high school. Our space is smaller than most district schools, but we've designed it to meet our needs. The common areas are used for group meetings, including an assembly for student announcements each morning, and serve as workspace during class time, as well as social space before and after school. Our classrooms were designed to allow visiting families and educators to see what we're doing without disrupting the education process, since we host many groups during the year who want to see how we're making school work for students. As the first science, technology, engineering, and math school in Central Ohio, Metro opened the way for the growth of STEM programming in our state. For us, STEM is less about science and technology classes and more about relating learning in all courses to the real world. To that end, we've created early college programs that focus more on personal skill development that goes beyond the classroom. This includes things like using the design process for creative problem solving, navigating the challenges of collaboration, developing effective communication skills, and learning self-advocacy skills. Qualities that colleges and employers are looking for and that students have reported putting to use well after graduation. These are what we call the Metro habits, and they shape how we do school.
I think one of the pieces about the Metro habits that is kind of this undercurrent that works its way through 612 is that these are mindsets that we want students to develop, and they're part of an iterative, reflective process that we do every single year. And one of the things that I think makes a Metro student a very different student from almost anywhere else is their ability to reflect, is their ability to stop and process and say, gosh, I did this really well. I am an effective collaborator, and here is the evidence that I have that supports that. I feel like they are this thing that puts kind of a tangible name to soft skills. I want people that have mastered the Metro habits as employees, right? But I also want them as citizens. I want them as my neighbors. I want them as my friends.
So what makes Metro different? There's so much we could cover, but we'll highlight a couple key components. First is mastery learning. At Metro, students are asked to attempt work until they can demonstrate understanding of the material being taught. That means an assignment or test may be visited more than once. Through a purposeful remediation process, we hope to help students move through a curriculum in a way that ensures learning, not just the memorization of facts. But for that process to work, it requires that students put forth their best effort, take advantage of and ask for help, and not settle until mastery is attained. A second area of difference is scheduling. Our schedule may look more like what you'd expect in a college than a high school, with 4 academic classes per semester. Our block schedule allows for more focused instruction and an opportunity for implementing hands-on, project-based learning. It also allows students to move through high school requirements at a faster pace so they can access college classes before graduation. For example, the fall semester schedule for a Metro freshman may include 9th grade English, a math and science class, and a social studies or elective course. If a student successfully completes those classes, their spring schedule would then move them along to the next English, math, and science courses, and a social studies or elective class. As you can see, students who put forth the effort to stay at mastery can complete the core high school credits in time to access college classes and professional internships by 11th or 12th grade. And that's where early college experiences come in. Juniors and seniors who meet requirements can enroll in one of our early college programs, which focus on areas of specialization in growing job markets. These programs are housed at the Past Innovation Labs across the street from Metro and currently include the following options. Bodies, which focuses on biomedical and health sciences. Design, which integrates engineering, math, and manufacturing. Growth, which covers agriculture, nutrition, and entrepreneurship. And digital, for those interested in graphic design, video production, or computer science. Each program includes high school and college credits and a capstone research experience with one of our area partners.
Growth has a focus on career exploration. It focuses on thinking, what do I want to do with my life, and then exploring that with your group, your cohort group. So we would also learn life 101 stuff. Taxes, insurance, roommates, rent, and how to survive, I guess, as an adult. We would go over that stuff. And that was extremely interesting. Now we have to start thinking about college and financial aid and FAFSA stuff. All of that stuff that nobody really talks about, I think they should be taught in all classes. But it was great because in this one, we do touch on those things.
A capstone, it's really, really cool because the research that you're doing and the research that you're allowed to do is something that you would expect to see, on a graduate student level. The final project is just a presentation on this research question that you've come up with and a possible solution to it or what you could do to move forward. And these are incredibly complex. I mean, the things that I've seen high school juniors be able to do is just amazing.
Early college experiences make a great transition to enrollment with additional college credits with one of our higher education partners. Students who stay on track can take classes at The Ohio State University, Columbus State Community College, with many ready for a full-time college schedule their senior year. Our goal is to set students up for success by providing them with the needed support in this critical transition period, so they can confidently tackle college life after graduation.
I think it's going to make the transition so much easier. I mean, I've already had a lot of the experiences that college students may struggle with the first time that they're in a class. I know how to take really good notes, I know how to study for a really hard test, and I know how to communicate with professors. And something I've learned is it's pretty much the same as your high school teachers. Most of them are going to be very willing to help you as long as you communicate.
Well, my senior is taking all college classes, first semester and second semester. So he really has not set foot on Metro's campus at all his senior year, except for senior communication. So in essence, he's already doing college. From those that I've heard from who have graduated, because again, I've been here since 6th grade and now my kid's a senior, there hasn't been one family that has said their child was not prepared.
Now, just in case you're wondering, Metro's about more than just academics. We also value the importance of building community. Each year, students are enrolled in Advisory, a class that serves as a base of operations, or what you'd typically think of as a homeroom. In Advisory, students receive help tracking their academic progress and participate in a large range of lessons on things like social emotional well-being and career planning. Through Advisory, Metro hosts annual design challenges, which are interdisciplinary projects that ask students to develop viable solutions to real-world problems. Recent topics have focused on issues like infant mortality, food insecurity, and opioid addiction, and students have presented their solutions to an audience of area experts and community representatives actively working on the problem at hand.
So there are a lot of reasons that we push design challenges. So we can go on for days about the academic reasons, but there's also a deeper reason, the personal reasons. Do we want to teach students and give them an opportunity to understand what it means to invest and empathize with their own communities? The benefit of students doing design challenges is that over the years, they have rehearsed being active and they rehearse being engaged in problems they see in the world. And I think so many times when young people or older people go through life never having had to step out and do something, you know, you can be comfortable watching things happen in your world. But, you know, hopefully through this process, you know, our students have practiced engaging in addressing the problems of their community often enough that it doesn't feel like it's stepping outside the box. It actually feels normal to them.
Another component of advisory is service learning. We ask that students be actively involved in serving within the school and in the greater community. To that end, each advisory adopts a service project during that school year, and students submit hours they spend volunteering outside of school. Along with service projects, we encourage everyone to be involved in one of our clubs. We have a wide range available each semester, which can change based on student interest. They include activities like performing arts, sports, video and board games, and competitive groups like robotics and mock trial. Clubs are a great way to make friends and explore new interests and develop leadership skills.
I really like performing arts because that's what I like to do. I like to get on stage and perform and do all of those types of things. And so it's great to have an outlet within Metro for me to do that.
Well, that about wraps it up for now. Please browse our website to learn more about us. Thanks for your time. We hope this visit has been helpful, and thanks again for considering Metro Early College High School.